The midday slump from flipping my sleep schedule is real. Damn, that shit dark. I'm tired as fuck. It's like right around like 2-ish. I get real tired. Yesterday was a little earlier, like 1. But I just gotta be patient. Remember, I'm just flipping my sleep schedule. But yeah, it's like when I'm ready to lay down and go to bed around like 9, 10-ish, all of a sudden I'm not tired anymore. But anytime like midday, I'm like falling asleep here. In time, it'll flip back the way it should though. But I've just kind of been sitting here being a lazy bum. I don't really know what to do. I'm just so tired. All I want to do is like crawl into bed and sleep. But I gotta stay up for at least 3-4 more hours. It's like 4 p.m. now. Just about. I don't know what to do, so I think I'm gonna just hit a little meditation. All right, well, it's late enough I can finally start winding down, which is good because I've just been sitting here for however many hours, like basically falling asleep. At one point, I like almost actually did fall asleep, just like sitting here slumped out. So that's good. Now I can start winding down. I'm gonna take my magnesium now, and then I'll take my melatonin in about an hour or so. Generally, I don't really like to take melatonin, especially not 2 days in a row, but I've learned the trick when you're flipping your sleep schedule is to start your day with vitamin D and then end your day with melatonin, because it teaches your brain this is when we wake up, this is when we go to sleep. A little tip if you ever want to flip your sleep schedule like that, but it's definitely not good for you, as there's been lots of studies that like flipping your sleep schedule so crazy like that is not good, but it's fine. Considering at this point the video is only like 5 minutes or something like that, I'm just going to combine today and tomorrow into this video here. So, cool. Yeah. Time to take my magnesium and get the lights a little situated, start chilling out, getting ready for bed. Let's do it. Morning, y'all. It's like 10:30-ish. I slept until like 9:30-ish, which is great. That's the latest I've slept yet, so my sleep schedule's starting to flip. I forgot to take my melatonin last night, and I ended up sleeping a bunch of hours, so maybe the melatonin is messing up my sleep schedule. I don't know, but this is like one of my last 2 or 3 bottles of water, so I gotta order some more water. Trying to figure out what food I should order too. I think maybe realistically I probably shouldn't order any food because I have a bunch of food here I could eat, but I'm lacking on protein, so maybe I'll order like some frozen chicken or something to add some protein to the shit I already have. But yeah, really chill, cool vibes today. It's raining outside, which is really nice. I got my window open, getting the rainy vibes in here. I'm feeling good. I need to like be productive today, but I also need to remember it's only 10:30. I feel like, because the last couple of days I've been getting really tired. I feel like it's because I wake up and I like put this pressure on myself. I'm like, oh, I need to like be productive and do shit now. And then I spend my like the first 5 hours of my day like going and doing shit and like stressing myself out. by midday, I'm fucking tired and shit because I've been stressing myself out. So I'm gonna just take it real easy today, real mellow. But by taking it easy, I don't mean not doing anything. Just like mentally chilling out as I like do the shit I need to do. So yeah, cool. I need to order some water, and yeah, I'll update you guys later. What's going on, y'all? It's like 4:30 now or something like that. Feeling kind of anxious. Called and talked to my friend for a while, which was nice. Then my mom called me and she's bitching at me about all sorts of shit, fucking making me anxious. So I was kind of like tweaking out, but I was like, I'll come outside, get some nice views. Trying to think, I need to like do something productive. So I think I'm gonna like go through some drawers, kind of pack some shit up. Maybe hit some meditation, maybe a little workout. I don't know. I need more money. Money's a real stressor, but I try not to stress about this shit. But like when I think about it, like what it means to be alive and to like survive, it gets really stressful and like really overwhelming, really heavy. So I don't know, but take a deep breath and immerse yourself in the current moment. That's really all you can do. So talk to you in a little bit. What's going on, y'all? So it's currently 2:45 a.m. I ended up just kind of like giving up yesterday. I don't know why. I got like really overwhelmed and really stressed out and really fucking, I don't know. I was just not feeling it. So I went to bed at like 6 or something. I just laid down. Wasn't even meaning to go to bed. And then I slept till like 12:30 or something. I've been up since then. I feel really tired, but I can't sleep. I just lay there and toss and turn, and I'm hot and irritated, and my vape finally blinked, so I'm like pretty much out of vape, which means it's probably time to quit. I'm gonna upload a video about that tomorrow or something, I don't know, but I just want to get real for a second. I'm really unhappy. I'm just kind of like, I float through each day and like nothing really means anything, and I quit smoking weed, yeah, which kind of gave me like this like high for the first like 10 days where like everything was interesting again, but now I'm at this point where it's just like, I mean, really I probably should have kept my job until it was like time to leave, because I just like sit here and nothing's interesting and I don't know what to do, and I'm just like, I get really overwhelmed and irritated and hot, and I think some of it probably has to do with my diet. I fucking eat like shit. I haven't had like real substance in like a year or something, I don't know. But I gotta make a change. Problem is I don't really know how. Like in the past, whenever I had to make a change, it was like there was a clear path of what I need to do. But when it comes to this particular topic, I have no idea. I just feel so empty and hollow, and like I felt this way when I was working the job, but it was worse. But I was like, I thought if I wasn't working the job it'd be better, but it's not. It's not any better. Maybe like a tiny bit, but I'm just I think I'm just like so overstimulated all the time that nothing even matters. And it's like, even as I sit here recording this, I'm like hot and irritated, and knowing the fact that I don't like have a vape to hit's making me anxious, and I'm already trying to figure out how to get around that, and I'm like, I feel this overwhelmed feeling, and the only like my go-to reaction to it is just to scroll on like to the TikTok or YouTube or fucking Instagram's the real bad one. But I'm over it, man. So over it. I don't know what to do. because I'm like about to make like this huge leap where I'm about to basically be homeless in like 19 days or something like that. I mean, really, it's all up here. It's all in my head, and I know that. But I don't know how to change it. That's the problem. Don't know what to do about it. And I'm so tired. Even when I sleep, I like don't get rest anymore. And when I wake up, I'm tired from the moment I wake up to the moment I go back to sleep. I like snack and eat these foods and they don't even taste good. I'm just eating them because I think it'll make me feel better, but it never does. And I fucking vape thinking it'll make me feel better, but it never does. And I'm just fucking, I mean, I'm not even miserable because that's not like accurate. Like, that's an over exaggeration. I'm just like empty, just numb. I don't know. I was on a pretty good track before I quit my job. Since then, things have just kind of gone downhill. And then I started getting some pretty decent traction doing this here. I have like 86 subscribers now, and like people actually watch my videos, and like I have like 120 followers on TikTok. And I don't know. I don't really feel any particular way about it. Honestly, I don't really feel any particular way about anything anymore other than like stress and like numb. I think that's why I was smoking so much weed the way I was smoking it for so long, because it made me feel okay with being numb. It made things interesting enough where I could distract myself from being numb. But okay, so then comes the question of what do I do? Because when I think about like things I want to do right now to make myself feel better, the number one thing on my mind is do some crackhead shit and like see if I can scour up some vape juice to fucking put in a Juul pod so I can get a couple hits of vape, which I actually might do. But and then other than that, it's like, okay, what if I like smoke and then like scroll on my phone or play some VR or something? I don't know. But none of those things are interesting anymore, and I'm just like so over it. But I think it has something to do with the fact that since I quit my job, I spend every day doing nothing instead of doing the things I know I need to do. And honestly, I think I just put too much thought into everything I do in life and not enough action. It's like I'm sitting here thinking about all this stuff, filming this clip at like 7 minutes now somehow, which is crazy, but I don't know. I know what I need to do, I guess. I need to like go get a cold water and like drink a cold water and take some deep breaths and sit and meditate for a moment, journal my feelings. Those are all things I should definitely, I know would make me feel better. So I guess I'm gonna do those things. I don't know. I mean, if I'm like numb and the thoughts I've been dealing with go a little deeper than just being numb, but I'm not gonna get into it here. If I'm feeling this numb, then what do I have to lose by if being on TikTok or Instagram or be staring at my TV watching YouTube or Netflix, if that doesn't engage me and it's not interesting, what do I have to lose by trying something different? I guess so. Okay, let's do those things and see if it makes me feel any better. We'll go get a water. Okay, I got a water. So, finished filming that clip, and I took a moment, and I was just like tweaking out. I was thinking, I think a lot of the numbness, the problem I have, comes from a mix of overstimulation and procrastination. So, I have a lot of things I need to do, just like always, all the time. But I don't do any of them. Instead, I like stimulate myself to the point where there's no more dopamine in my brain and nothing matters. So, considering I can't sleep, and honestly, I got like 6 hours of sleep or something like that, 5-6 hours. I am gonna clean my room because I'm feeling real anxious and I don't know exactly what to do, but I got to start somewhere, so that's what I'm gonna do because it's something I know how to do. So let's do that.
Never let go of me.
Okay, so I'm cleaning my room, and I'm feeling slightly better, just a little bit. But I was thinking, and I was like, well, how do I make myself feel better? And I was like, well, I could smoke. And I was like, well, I'm not really sure if I want to smoke. And I was like, well, I could drink. I was like, well, that kind of, I feel like that within itself is the problem, is because none of those things would solve the problem. Or like if I put on a good show, like if I put on one of my comfort shows like Trailer Park Boys or something, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, although I can't watch that one anymore. I got rid of Hulu. But all of those things would temporarily make me feel better. And I actually do believe if I smoked, it would actually have some good insight for me. Something in my gut's telling me so. But that won't fix any of the problems. The problem lies in my desperate need for escapism. Every waking moment, I'm distracted. Like, from when I wake up, my very first instinct is one of three things. Turn on the TV, hit my vape, or check my phone. And honestly, most mornings right when I wake up, I do all three. Like, in quick succession. TV, vape, phone, boom, boom, boom. And one, that cannot be good for my brain's natural dopamine. I mean, that's probably why doing things that I need to do doesn't feel rewarding, because I spent all my brain's chemicals on fucking cheap dopamine hits for the day. I kind of think that's what happened yesterday or today or yesterday. I just fucking burned out. I fucking woke up before 2 p.m. I had 3 Monsters or something. Fucking bunch of snacks. I hooked my Xbox back up. I was playing a game, watching a show. I fucking overstimulated my brain. And I think my desperate need for escapism lies within the root cause of my fear of getting out of the comfort zone. Because there's a large amount of things that I actually find important to me. Nature, my relationship with the universe, God, meditation, journaling. Those are things I find important. Exercise, fresh air, the ability to fucking breathe. Those are all things I personally find important. But the things I find interesting are not the things I spend my time doing. I find light refraction really interesting. I find water really interesting. I find the way money makes the world move really interesting. I find there's lots of things that I find interesting, but I don't actually spend any of my time pursuing knowledge or learning more or becoming more immersed in any of those things. And I was thinking, I was like, why not? Why don't I? And it's the same reason I still vape. It's the same reason I'm out of shape. It's the same reason, all of those things. Like, I got a personal trainer years and years ago. And I've actually talked to quite a few personal trainers, and they tell me the way my biology is, I could be fucking shredded and like really strong. But I mean, as you can see, I'm fucking definitely not. And it's because it's easier not to. That's why I don't spend time. And it's not that I don't want to do those things. It's simply that it's easier not to. And I've spent my entire life doing what's easier, that those pathways in my brain for doing the shit that's hard but rewarding, they're new. Those pathways don't get used very often. And I mean, some of this comes down to the fact that I'm kind of bonkers. I have a good month, and then I have a really bad month. That's how it's gone my whole life. These waves, these cycles. A good month, a bad month, a good month, a bad month, a good month, a bad month. That's how it goes. And, you know, but my life can't be determined by these cycles. Like, every time I have a bad month, I can't just fucking burn it all down. So, anyway, back to my original point. I've been ranting and raving here for 5 minutes. I don't know how much of this is gonna make it in the video, but, what even was my original point? That I need to get over my cause for escapism. Because, like, anything I do right now, whether it's be on my phone or hit my vape or smoke some weed or drink some alcohol or whatever it is, the quick dopamine hit that makes me stop tweaking out, it won't solve the problem long term. The problem will only be solved. The problem will only be solved once I solve the fucking problem. Yeah, I don't know. My head fucking hurts bad. I just took some Advil a little bit ago. Hopefully it kicks in. I feel better. Yeah. So as you saw in the clip that played directly before this one, I just spent probably too much time putting this grody ass juice I only still have it because it's gross and really thin, so it burns terribly, in a fucking jewel pod. And it's like, I was so convinced I needed to do it, and then when I hit it, it's just nasty, and I don't even feel anything. I mean, I feel like slightly less stressed for a moment, but it doesn't actually do anything. If you're wondering why I'm hitting it through the paper towel, it's because the juice is so thin that it's just spitting right out. Which probably, the nicotine juice, probably the entire cause for my whole throat problems I have. I don't even know what I'm doing, man. But, okay. I did that, I guess. I don't really know why, but I did. So, I'm gonna make a whole video about nicotine tomorrow, and, it's time for me to just fucking be a big boy and quit vaping. It's bad for me. It makes me feel bad. I mean, I eat like shit. I vape like a chimney. I don't sleep good. I'm always watching YouTube or something, and then I'm like, why do I feel like shit all the time? Huh. Wonder why. But, This pod may be all fucked and shit, but this other one, not that one. This one's like a jewel pod that hasn't been refilled. I feel that one for sure. But it's at the point where it's like, fuck, man. Just fucking grow up and go smoke a cigarette or something. But, anyway. So I did that, even though I probably shouldn't have. Okay. So the very next thing I need to deal with is this. So this is the very next thing I have to deal with. No, it's not dookie water. It's mostly isopropyl alcohol, but with some water in there too. And I gotta pull all these out, wipe them down, dry them off, and then go dump this out in the backyard, because pouring this much isopropyl alcohol down a sink seems like a bad idea. So, but first I gotta clear this space so I have a place to put the camera and blah blah blah. So. Okay, so this really is a rather simple process. Basically, you do it one step at a time. Pull it out, wipe it down, rinse it off. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start the time lapse before my hands get too messy, and I'll check back in with you in a bit. Okay, so as you just saw, I got the pieces mostly clean, not all the way clean because I didn't use salt in the shake method because I'm out of bags, but tomorrow I'll go get some plastic bags or find one or something and clean this pipe a little more, because this is the only one that matters that it's really clean, because this I'm bringing this one with me when I go back to Colorado. So while I was cleaning all those, I was thinking, and I was like, well, at this point, my whole thing with vaping is just stupid. It's just plain stupid. It hurts my stomach, it hurts my head, it hurts my lungs, it hurts my throat. I don't feel it anymore. I can barely breathe most of the time. Swallowing is uncomfortable, and yet I still do it. It's like, it's the stupidest fucking shit. It's like an abusive relationship. So unfortunately, I'm not able to. I've been trying to wean myself off for like months now, but with vaping, I have to go cold turkey, just switch to other forms of nicotine. So that's something I'm thinking about. And then the other thing I was thinking about is I'd like to start smoking weed again gradually. I know like 10 or 11 or 12 days or whatever it is isn't a very long tea break, but it was good enough for me to get my kind of like brain back in track a little bit, but I can't use it as a crutch. I have to use it as a medicine and a tool. So I'm gonna smoke once I have done all the things I need to do for the day type of shit. But for now, I need to go dump this bad boy out in the backyard. Unfortunately, I can't film that because I have to be quiet and carry a giant tub of alcohol, weed scented alcohol. So that's something I'm gonna do. And then I think while I'm out there, I'm gonna smoke a cigarette, or at least some of one, we'll see. But yeah, cool. I'll update you after I do that. Well, the stars are beautiful, but this guy's light doing some weird thing, so I guess maybe I'll go smoke out front or something. I don't know. So I took out my trash, sitting here in this little park outside my house, smoking a cigarette here. I mean, I think quitting vaping is long overdue. The only way I'm gonna be able to quit vaping is through lack of access for, that's it. But me back 3 hours ago when I was laying in bed, tossing and turning, sweating, tweaking, told me I'd be enjoying the night, having a smoke outside. I probably wouldn't have believed you, but here I am. The way you look at the world or the area you live in when you know you'll be leaving soon, it's real interesting. You like see things more. But while I was doing everything I was doing tonight, I came to this realization that whether it's nicotine or whether it's pot or whether it's alcohol or whatever other substance I like, other than vaping, I don't really need to like entirely refrain from any of them. I just can't make whatever it is the main activity. Like the main activity can't be drinking. The main activity can't be smoking. Because that's where you get into the early stages of addiction, because then when you're not doing those things, you're like, well, that's all I want to do. It's better to use those things to enhance an experience that's already pleasurable. If that makes sense. But I'm feeling much better than I was earlier. I was thinking about, like, what do I need to do? One, I need to stop worrying. I need to stop worrying about sleep. I need to stop worrying about all this shit. Like, when I'm tired, I'll sleep. When I'm not tired, I'll be awake. And I'll get my sleep schedule back eventually, but I'm only 20. I'm young enough. I have time to figure this shit out. But, I was like, okay, I'd like to smoke. It's something I'd like to do. And I'm like, okay, well, you can't just smoke. Gotta do some shit first, so. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna film this video. I'll probably end this one before I go back inside, because I don't know how long it is at this point, probably like 20 minutes or something. But once I edit it, we'll see, whatever. And then I'm gonna go back inside and I'm gonna film the nicotine video, throw away all my vaping shit. Edit and upload this one, edit and upload the other one, and then I'll make a video about smoking for the first time in 2 weeks or whatever. From there, I need to meditate and journal. But it's so easy to get caught up in this like idea of like you're tweaking out. You're like, oh, I need to do this and this and this and this, and getting bothered by shit that doesn't even matter. But it's way easier to just do it. Like, I was feeling so anxious until I just started like doing shit, and I'm feeling much better. But the way I've been looking at the world, especially this town, since I know for a fact I'm gonna leave, since there's a date when I leave. A saying from Ferris Bueller keeps popping in my head, and it's one that isn't a song that I really like. I think that's probably why it's in my head so much, but life moves pretty fast, and if you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. And that's really true. Because life moves really fast, but it also moves really slow, depending on what you're doing. And the most true part of it is that if you don't stop and look around, you will miss it. Before you know it, 8 months of your life will be gone, you've accomplished nothing, and you're actually further back from where you were 8 months ago. And like yesterday, because I'll try to slow it down without it getting too glitchy, but at the end of the time lapse I did yesterday, where I filmed a clip where I was talking about how I was tweaking out, and then I was like, oh, I need to meditate and calm down. And then there's this moment where I was sitting there meditating where I was just like, fuck it. And I just gave up for the day. I just said, fuck it. I just gave up. And I don't really know why. Probably because it was just easier not to. But in those moments where I'm feeling like that, I gotta remember that it's just the mood you're in versus the mood you want to be in is just a difference of changing it. It's like I've been going to some dark places in my mind recently. It's like, why? That doesn't accomplish anything. If I was gonna take that path, I would have took that path years ago. But I'm still here, so I got a plan for continuing to still be here, you know? But sitting out here, looking at the vibes, having a smoke, just make me realize that life's pretty cool, man. Life is pretty cool. Alright, well, the cigarette is just about done, and so is this video. If you watched the whole thing from start to finish till this point, you're a fucking G. I love you a lot. Thanks for watching. But, you know, even if you just watched any of it, even if you're just seeing this clip right here, I hope you're doing well. Spend your time doing things that are important to you and things that you're interested in, because the comfort zone is where nothing ever changes and dreams slowly fade away. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty tired of nothing ever changing. That's gonna be it for me for this one. I think this is somehow still like episode 3 of The Path of Light. So, hope you enjoyed. If this is the first video you've seen of me, hit that little red button down there, subscribe button. Stay tuned to the journey. Lots of content. If you enjoyed this one, drop a like. Let me know down in the comment what are some things that you care about, what's some things you're interested in that you may not spend your time doing, but deep down you know you should. Yeah. Alrighty, well, that's gonna do it for me. Thanks for watching, guys. I love you. Remember, stay locked in, stay happy, stay enlightened. I love you guys. I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace out, y'all.